Hello from the Philippines. I'm Dr. Shalona McFarland, and it is January, so I try to do a video every day in January. And yesterday it was finding a focal word for the year. Today I am going to discuss decluttering. Sorry, I got a little frog in my throat. So it's a good way to start the year to look around and see, what do I need, what don't I need, and start from there. If you can go through and start decluttering things out of your life that you don't need, then that's going to clear up space to attract the things that you do need. So tomorrow we'll talk about goals and goal setting and how this decluttering process can really help that as well. Because if your physical space is cluttered, then your mental space gets cluttered, because that's all you can see is the clutter. And I go through and I'm constantly trying to reorganize and fix things because I am a clutter person. And so I really try to keep it down to a minimum. And I did really good for a while when I first got here. But being here for 15 months, I sort of have regathered some things that I had gotten rid of and a few new things. So I need to go through and really go through my clothes, declutter my clothes if it doesn't fit, if I haven't worn it in 6 months, if it's something that I'm never going to wear again, at least find a space to put it to where it's out of my way, or give it away. Give it to somebody else who can use it, who will use it, who needs it. Back home, that's super easy to do. We have Goodwill and Salvation Army and homeless shelters and all sorts of different places where we can donate things. It's shimmy mob season, so I would suggest donating to battered and abused houses, things like that. So those are different places you can donate clothes, food, the different appliances maybe that you've never used that are still in the box. Things that you just don't need. If you've got 50 dog toys and one dog, perhaps they could survive on 5 and you get rid of the rest of them. That's something to think about as well. It's not just decluttering your stuff, it's decluttering your animal stuff, your kids' stuff, your spouse's stuff if you have one. It's looking at all of the things in your life that are creating that space that's not good for us. That cluttery space really isn't good for us. And of course, most of us know when you take it too far, then you get agoraphobia and you won't even leave because you've got so much clutter in your space that it's suffocating you and you feel like you can't get out of it. So that is something to think about for the new year, is decluttering. What can you declutter today? Some of us need to declutter relationships, and that's a harder one to do, and we'll talk about that as well at some point this month. But for now, today, think about what you can declutter. If you have the day off from work, like some people still do, then you can take that opportunity to go through and start decluttering things. I already started this morning. I got up this morning and I got up a little bit late, but I was like, this is such a mess. I've got to fix things in here. I've got to correct this because it's hideous. I'm the only one that lives here, and I'm like, I can't blame this on anybody but me, which is a good thing. So sometimes we blame our clutter on other people, and sometimes that's not necessarily the case. So go through, find things to declutter, find things that you can donate, get rid of, throw away if you need to. You know, my brother and I, we've moved a few times, and so we look at what am I keeping, what am I putting in storage, what am I throwing away. Those are the only three categories. Now for me, I have what am I donating, which kind of couples with what am I throwing away. So the stuff that I throw away, that I'm throwing away, I'm usually giving to someone else. There's trash, but then there's stuff that, like a shirt that doesn't fit, or I don't know, jewelry that's outdated or something like that. Okay? All right, guys, I hope that helps today for it's the 2nd of January here. I know you guys still are on the 1st, so you should be able to have time to start that decluttering process today. All righty, guys? All right, I love you. God bless, and I will do my best to talk to you tomorrow.